eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And I think it's safe to say Lenora Sellers, David, probably one of the most polarizing players in all of college football. You've seen how special and freakishly talented this guy is with his ability not just throwing the football, but running it, the strength, the size, the power, and more than anything, what we saw a year ago was his ability to avoid sacks and avoid negative plays. I know this. He doesn't have a chance unless this offensive line gets a lot better, but they believe they've built that up. And if that's the case, this could be a very special year for South Carolina.
Well, and let's be honest, this is where they spend their money in the offseason. They wanted to fortify the offensive line. They brought in Kendall Browse at the coordinator spot. They did everything they could to build around this young man. Lenora Sellers' talent is through the roof. We know it.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense, and we're in a 3-4 alignment. You're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapse the pocket on that play.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it.
Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. On 4th. Nice move to keep running. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of running room. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different, and now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Pickup of 5, it's now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. Sellers. Left side is Clark. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route.
Makes a grab and room to run. He's at the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From deep, it's Hudson. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Out wide right, it's Harbor. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Smashes ahead, and he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Complete on the left to Williams. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. They were all over it.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Hand off to Joyner. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Red Raiders back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. To the air, it's Hammond. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Quick give. It's Coleman Williams. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Out wide left, it's Williams. Running through contact. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Red Raiders have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he picks up what he can before stepping out of bounds at the end of the return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Makes a man miss. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Clark. They put the brakes on it.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field this way, they're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Looking to the big tight end. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Hammond. He's got the back in the middle. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Straight ahead, it's Ncaa. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snaps on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Carpenter. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. To the air, it's Hammond. Finds his man. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And this defense, man, they're starting to play a lot of plays. Like, this is back-to-back possessions, putting long drives together. And we know what that means. Like, you start to wear out. You miss more tackles. You have more mental assignments that begin to bust. So this defense has got to lock in somehow, some way, and try to get a stop.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Coleman Williams. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Pass to 6. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Rush right in his face. The quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's sticky. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with Georgia in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Florida Gators. And it's the Bulldogs, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
Just smothered on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Making the adjustment on the play. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Left side, it's Johnson. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Running inside. It's Dickey. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense on an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
2nd down to the air. Caught by Williams on the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Second and long here. The run inside. It's Williams. Could be an alley. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Dickey. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock.
Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. An 84-yard drive there. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing, Sellers. Buying time to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Moves the pocket. It's Sellers. Hauls it in. Turning it on. He's at the 40. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Out wide left, it's Carter. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Makes the tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense, picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Oh, what a cut! Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to run it. Makes a man miss. He's got the first down. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raiders. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. On the return, it's Harbor. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Working that left side. They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but his defense might get a little help from the officials here. And a rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Oh, pressure's coming. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Bought a little time, lets it go. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll run this play from the pistol. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. Hits inside, it's Danzy. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to the well. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick give. It's Coleman Williams. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. Right at the line. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Out wide right, it's Tuggle. Off to the races. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the extra point is good. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give is to Williams. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. He's changing the play. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Red Raiders come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Drives inside. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
The give is to Williams. There he goes. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Rolling his way into the end zone. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your...
Unleashes one deep. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Sellers. Under pressure. He'll get rid of it. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. And David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so...
Breaks into the open on the left. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.